Hello, I'm Ana Hernandez, and today I will be discussing the film Walkout. Walkout is a film about the real walkouts that happened in East Los Angeles in 1968. These protests were organized by Chicano students against unequal conditions in Los Angeles Unified School District high schools. This film was directed by Edward James Olmos and produced by Moctezuma Esparza, who was actually at the real walkouts. It stars actors like Michael Peña, who plays teacher Sal Castro, Alexa Vega, who plays student Paula Crisostomo and is the antagonist of this film, and Efren Ramirez, who plays another Chicano student. Representation really matters, especially for a film like this, so it was really nice to see these amazing actors on this film. The film is set in the 1960s, and there was a scene in the beginning of the film that really struck a chord to my heartstrings. The students were in class and spoke a Spanish word. The teacher then makes the students come to the front of the class and gets a paddle off the board that says if it's not worth saying it in English, it's not worth saying at all. Then struck the students behind. Paula gets invited to a Chicano leadership conference, and there she meets a group of student activists who really open her eyes to the statistics of Chicano students in college. At this conference, Sal Castro also recites the poem I Am Joaquin, and he spoke it so beautifully it gave me a new perspective. When Paula goes back to school, she hands out surveys to students to suggest improvements to the school. However, the school board refuses to consider the suggestions, so Paula urges the students to walk out of school. 5 East LA high schools successfully walk out, and the school board says they might consider their demands. Some of the demands included that no student or teacher be reprimanded or suspended for participating. Schools must include bilingual, bicultural education. All administrators should become proficient in the Spanish language. Administrators and teachers who show any form of prejudice toward Mexican or Chicano students, including failure to recognize, understand, and appreciate Mexican culture and heritage, will be removed from East Los Angeles schools. Textbooks and curriculum will be developed to show Mexican and Chicano contribution to the U.S. society and show the injustice that Mexicans have suffered as a culture. And like I said before, these were just some of the demands, and honestly, reading through them, it didn't seem like they were that bad, especially where they were located in East Los Angeles. It seemed like they should have the right to education, especially in Spanish. After the meeting, Paula goes back to her house to get ready for the prom, where she then finds out that Sal and students were arrested for the walkouts. And these students and teacher were known as the Eastside 13. Paula then stages a protest outside of the jail and leads the crowd until all 12 students and Sal are released. Many of the student organizers became prominent in their fields. Moctezuma Esparza, one of the 13 that was charged for disrupting the schools, later became a successful film producer. He helped recruit more Chicanos to Hollywood. Vicky Castro was elected to the Los Angeles Unified School District Board of Education. Carlos Munoz Jr. went into a distinguished teaching and research career at the University of California, Berkeley. Carlos R. Moreno, who participated in the Camp Hess Kramer Conference, went on to study law and eventually became a judge for the Supreme Court of California. It's awesome to read about these amazing people and how they went on to be able to do more for the Chicano community. I really enjoyed watching this film and learning about the real walkouts and even seeing the real people in the film as cameos was very interesting, and even Edward James Olmos himself made a cameo. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.